Hello everyone, it's Isabella here and welcome back to another episode of Angel Talk. So today's episode, I have it perfectly timed because I wanted to hop on here and talk with you guys about Valentine's Day. So, okay, here's the deal. Some of you guys might not actually give a shit about Valentine's Day, which I completely get and respect. And there's going to be other times or other people where some of y'all really care or you secretly care, okay? And so I'm one of those people, I secretly care, okay? I see all the Valentine's Day stuff. I see all the couples celebrating and I get the ick, but I also get excited for them. You know what I mean? Like I sit there and this is where I become a hater. No, I'm messing around, but like this is when I'm like, ugh. A love holiday? That's disgusting. I wanted to talk about Valentine's Day and just put my 2 cents in, discuss like the struggles that come with it, and just kind of like casually talk about Valentine's Day. Like again, for example, self-dates, how to make it fun for you, things and struggles that come along with it, etc. And just little reminders because again, like I get that a lot of us again are like, screw it, whatever, it's Valentine's Day. But I feel like a lot of us are kind of like slightly internally like, I wish this was a little bit more significant for me, and those might be the single people, or honestly, you might not be someone who's single, but you wish it was a prioritized holiday. We're going to talk about it all today in this episode. So, I literally, if you guys can see or can't see, I have it to where I took off my makeup, I have a headband on, like I'm very, very comfortable. This is super duper relaxed. So I want to dive into my Valentine's Day stuff first. So again, like Valentine's Day, growing up, I feel like if you guys went to public schools or, I mean, just for me, I don't know if any other countries do this, but for the US, I know that there are moments where we kind of do like Valentine's Day stuff, where when we're younger, we would like share different Valentines with each other. And so all the kids would get a bunch of Valentines from each person. And you would, of course, like give the best or like the prettiest Valentine to your crush at the time. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh, the drama that came with that was just great. But that was just like a really fun time for us. And so growing up, it still kind of was significant, but I feel like for a lot of us, it kind of died out. So some people, maybe they don't prioritize it again because they're more single or they are single. So they're like, okay, there's really not much that I can work with when it comes to this. Maybe some of you are actually in a relationship and it's just not a prioritized holiday or whatever the case may be. Or hell, you might be someone that's watching that like actually cares and you just want to watch just cause. But Valentine's Day has just been a very fun, loving day. And to me, it was like an excuse to have fun, you know? So for me, I don't really have like a ton of Valentine's Day memories that were like memorable, right? Because I think probably about every single relationship that I've been in, maybe like 1 or 2 actually cared about Valentine's Day or was during Valentine's Day. So I don't really have much memories of that, right? However, as someone who is currently single but wanting to experience that, there are times where I see all of these posts about Valentine's Day or these couples just doing sweet things for each other, etc. Like I honestly, this is the moment where I'm like, when is it my turn? Like, when is it my turn to experience all of that? And so again, when it comes to these topics, I'm like, how do I handle that myself, right? How do I make that fun for me? Because I'm all about solving problems and making fun and enjoying my own presence and doing things for myself without having to have a partner. Now, don't get me wrong, having a partner and experiencing that stuff, there's so many amazing and beautiful things that can happen with that, but enjoying just doing things on your own, I think is a complete superpower that we just need to utilize more. So I feel like I'm becoming the queen of self-dates at this point because I love taking myself out on dates. And so I want to actually kind of talk about some ideas that I actually have because I think, and again, if I like decide to not do this because I just want to stay home, that's fine. But I think I'm actually going to take myself out for my own Valentine's Day. So this is the itinerary that I have pictured for myself, okay? It's landing on like, what is it? Let me pull up my calendar real fast. What date is this land on? Oh, a Tuesday. Okay, so Valentine's Day is like middle of the week, right? So I'm honestly thinking that I'm probably going to get a cute outfit, right? Dress up. I'm going to do pretty much anything and everything that I would do if I were to go on a date with someone. So I'm going to have an entire self-care routine, okay? I'm going to get all done up. I'm going to exfoliate. I'm going to shave. I'm going to do the everything shower. You know what I'm talking about? Where you literally do everything in the shower and get it all done and good to go. Absolutely love this. those. I'm going to pick out some really, really pretty things to wear and, just kind of make it to where like as if I'm going out with someone. And so then what I want to do is I want to go and first of all, buy myself a like small gift, just something cute. Because for me, when I think of Valentine's Day, of course, like there's sometimes like a little flowers, like a little chocolate box, like something like cute that you give to another person. And for me, that's exactly what I want to do. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to want, and maybe a different book. I might want to buy a crystal. Like I don't really know exactly what I'm going to want, but I want to get some sort of like mini gift for myself that is just really sweet and just kind of like a good job for getting this far in life, because to me, I want to turn Valentine's Day into a self-love holiday, because married or not married though, you should utilize this holiday if you really aren't doing anything with your partner, or if you are completely single, but like just like me, you can utilize this as a self-love holiday and turn it into a self-love holiday, okay? So I want to do that to where, again, I do this entire routine, pick out a gift for myself, and I really, really want to book myself dinner reservations. Now, I want to go to a place I've never been to, which I'm going to be honest, partially intimidating, right? Like new places to go, I'm like, oh, that's awkward. And especially on Valentine's Day, I feel like thinking about it now, it sounds really intimidating because people almost expect you to be with someone when you're out on Valentine's Day, going out to a dinner or something like that. So a part of me is like, that might be a little awkward, but at the end of the day, I have to listen to my own advice and remind myself, screw what anyone else thinks. Have fun on your own. So I feel like I want to dress up and take myself out for a really nice dinner reservation and just completely pamper myself in that way. And then I also believe, to finish off the night, I definitely want to get myself flowers. I actually haven't bought myself flowers in a good hot second. I've been so busy and I've continuously forgot, but this is my reminder to you, and also just a reminder in general. If you haven't bought yourself flowers before, do it, because I love making that a ritual or something that I do when I take myself out on a date, because it's just so sweet and I'm doing all the little things that I just want in life for me. And so flowers are an absolute must. And then I think to close up the night, I'm going to head home and have my own little at-home movie night, or I've thought about even taking myself to the movies. Like, I'm so serious. I don't know what's out yet. I think Avatar's still playing. You know what? I might be in a mood to sit through a 3-hour long movie. Why not? But just something along those lines. Now, if you are someone actually that has a bunch of friends around, maybe a bunch of single friends too, this is how you can make it real, real fun, okay? So what you can do is you can turn this into a Galentine's Day. No, that's not goofy. It is so creative. It is so fun. And it's a great way to celebrate love with your best friends, because honestly, there is a lot of love when it comes to your closest friends and how important they are to you. And I think it's wonderful to celebrate that type of love. And there's honestly so many different like versions and ways of loving people and different types of relationships. I think it's so cool to celebrate that. So honestly, what you can totally do, and I actually was talking to another friend of mine about this idea once, you could totally have it to where it's like a charcuterie board night with drinks, alcoholic or non-alcoholic, whatever you want to do, which is so easy and fun. One person can bring one item and you can build it together in the cutest way if you'd like, or everyone can bring their own individual piece. Now, here's something I thought of that sounded so fun. Again, this could be alcoholic or non-alcoholic drinks, but I was like, oh my God, you totally should make it to where because I've seen this on TikTok. It's this really fun trend where one person from the friend group, each one of them creates a drink according to like a specific topic that they pick for the night. So whether it's like Valentine's Day, a drink can be themed like a breakup, and it's just a cool colored, and it has like just, it's themed drinks. I know that sounds weird, but it sounds fun and creative and fun to see what people make up. So I would absolutely love to do that. And I think that's a smart idea. Also, this is so petty and ridiculous, but I think this is hilarious and bonding, because let's be real here. When it comes to like some girls' nights, talking shit is just a fun little add to the night, okay? I literally was like, oh my God, if only for a Galentine's Day night, there was a burn book that you made, and you brought a photo of your ex, and you literally scrapbooked talking shit about an ex in one page and went through it as you guys were having a movie night and having skincare night and eating that charcuterie board with the drinks. I think that's so fun. And honestly, in my opinion, talking shit about a really horrible ex is just healing. You know what I mean? Sometimes letting it out in a safe space is wonderful, and that does not sound like a bad idea, but that's one of the ideas. Or if you don't want to do a night in, and if you want to go out and pretty much do what I was going to do when it comes to my solo date night, literally make a dinner reservation with all of your girlies, all of your people, and just go out and have like a cute little mini night. You could literally get it to where you buy flowers and give it to everyone, like one each, which I think is so cute. You could just make it adorable and fun. So honestly, there are so many different ways of making Valentine's Day fun and creative for you. I think it's about just kind of figuring it out, because again, like, Valentine's Day is not just for couples. Now, congratulations if you are a couple that's doing this. All I'm saying is this could be such a fun ass holiday, and I think people need to use it more. So I'm probably going to end up doing my solo date, which is going to be so freaking fun. And I love finding excuses to do really nice things for myself. So that's going to be so great. But let's continue on with a couple other things. I also want to kind of talk about some other things that are kind of downsides when it comes to Valentine's Day or specific holidays in general like this. So for me, for example, I know I kind of like briefly touched on this. This is something that kind of creeps in here and there. And again, full transparency, right? I love being real and raw with you here. Sometimes these holidays kind of are reminders of things, and it kind of makes me a little bit sad at times. Now, don't get me wrong. I have my moments. I feel it fully and I snap back. But some of these kinds of holidays kind of make me sad and struggle with like feeling alone or wanting so badly to date someone or experience someone, right? And so this is something I feel like people fall into when it comes to this feeling, because this holiday evokes this feeling for me, okay? So if it evokes it for me, there's got to be other situations and moments where it evokes for you. Sometimes I sit here and I'm like, damn, did I miss somebody when it comes to dating, right? Like, did I not give someone a chance? And maybe my standards are too high. Maybe I am really, really setting myself up for failure. And I have to sit there and remind myself that because this holiday, for example, is coming around, and I want to experience that type of fun stuff with a loving partner, but it's not here yet, my mind is starting to make excuses for things as if it's my fault that isn't happening, right? And so then I start questioning if my standards are too high, if I'm good enough, all these things. And sometimes some people may take it to a different level where they end up just accepting the bare minimum from someone because they don't want to be alone. I have done that before. I'm not judging y'all. I have done that before, okay? However, I want to just say that do not waste your time on dropping your standards. One, because your standards are not too high. Two, your standards are there for a reason. They're there to protect you and make sure that you get what you deserve in life. And there was nothing wrong with having standards. So I'm going to tell you right now, that guy that you probably were texting for a while that maybe didn't text back really well with you, or you were the one holding the conversation the most, right? Or maybe he made fun of the fact that you like astrology, or the fact that you're really into anime. Like, I don't know, right? But like, what if they did those things? Or what if they slipped in a joke about you that was really not nice? Or maybe they didn't prioritize your time, right? There's going to be someone out there that is going to prioritize your time, or not make fun of you in something that's really sensitive, or respect that you like astrology and don't bother you and try and relate to you in that way and care. There are going to be people that meet that. And so I don't want this holiday and other little reminders to pop up, especially because our algorithms on social media are going to pop these types of reminders up more. I don't want you sitting here and dropping your standards and stepping back in your growth because you want to be with someone. Because I'm going to tell you right now again, being with someone because you want to experience that and you dropping your standards, more than likely you're not going to experience the fantasy that you have in your mind. And so what I'm talking about is if I drop a lot of my standards, right? But I want to be with someone, right? My version of being with someone in my head is having this really beautiful, loving relationship. Someone that's nice to me, someone that is attentive, super sweet, surprises me with flowers and a date, and I don't have to plan it. Those kinds of things. If I drop my standards, I will not get that. My concept of what I want in a relationship will not exist if I drop those standards. So I will be accepting the bare minimum, and I'll end up being disappointed. And so by dropping all of your standards, you get disappointed and you don't actually get what you want. And at the end of the day, you waste your time and honestly that person's time. And now don't get me wrong, I get it. The feeling of wanting to be with someone or celebrate with someone or experience all these things with someone, it's completely normal. Like everyone's going to have these types of feelings here and there. Everyone's going to have a moment where they don't feel good enough. Everyone's got to have moments where they don't feel as confident. Everyone's going to be like, God, I cannot wait until I have a partner that's really healthy. But right now I have to wait because no one has been good enough right now because they all have not met those standards. And that is okay, because at the end of the day, you would rather be picky and then provide what you need by yourself, just like I've talked about with solo dates, than not be picky and be stuck in a relationship that actually drains you of your energy and makes you miserable. Because I feel like, again, we get stuck in the visual of like, oh my God, I want all these wonderful things and all these magical things happening. But a lot of the times we're going to run into people that don't meet those standards, and that's perfectly okay. That's for them and not for you to deal with. But don't settle because you get excited and have a moment where you're like, damn it, I wish I had that. And that's another reminder I want to give you is a lot of these feelings are temporary, or they're just going to come up here and there because they're old feelings, or they're just natural feelings, if anything, right? So feel them fully, but at the end of the day, utilize that as motivation, because I want you to sit back and be like, no, I'm not going to text Jake from last year back. I'm not going to hit up that old hookup that I was with and see if he wants to do something. He probably doesn't give a shit. And that's big sister tough love right here, okay? Just don't do that kind of stuff, because it's going to hurt you more by initiating those things. And also don't try and reach back. One, don't try and reach out back to people that you know are not good for you. And don't try and find someone for a specific moment like that. It usually just does not work out very well for you, because again, like I said, a lot of like the people that are really not staying in your life or are being there or being that person for you, they're not there for a reason. And that, again, I know it's tough love, but if they wanted to, they would. And if they're not doing it, that means they don't want to. That honestly means that they don't want to, and you are not a priority in your life. And so you don't want someone like that in your life. You don't want to have to get the bare minimum just to experience that type of small tidbit of joy for a day or Valentine's Day or having that coupley stuff, because you can get all of the wonderful things you want in life without texting Jake back and making excuses for him and his horrible behavior. And also, again, don't look for somebody, don't find someone for that time. Don't just go into, man, I really need to step this up, because what's meant for you will come to you, okay? Who is meant for you will come to you, and you don't need to go searching for that. If anything, utilize these types of holidays and, again, these moments that you feel this as motivation, and put that motivation into, okay, this is the feeling that I really want to have. How can I get that, right? So for me, I want to feel pampered and go out on a special date. How can I give that feeling to myself? Well, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to dress up. I'm going to make reservations. I get to dress up. No one's going to hold me back. I get to take as long as I want to get ready. I get a gift for myself. I do all these things and I enjoy it fully. And there's not another person there enjoying it with me, but I'm enjoying it, right? I'm doing those things. I'm spending that money on me. And that's really wonderful. And there's a lot of excitement and beauty in doing those things by yourself. So channel that stuff and turn it into motivation. Find out ways that you can fulfill those needs that you're feeling at that time. Because honestly, many things that you have already, you can provide and fulfill completely on your own. Okay? Like let's be real here. And I've said this jokingly with some of my friends too, but I'm going to say it to y'all, okay? A lot of people that you're dating, right, that you have dated or have been around and they're really flaky, they're not really around. Are they healthy for your mental health? No. Are they actually that attractive, or have you made excuses? I'm looking at you. Yes. Have you made excuses? Are you actually attracted to them? Are you attracted to the thought of being around a human being? Yeah, exactly. Or another one. Are they really that good during sex, or are you making excuses again? Exactly. A lot of the people that you're thinking of right now are probably lacking in a lot of categories, and there's a reason why y'all are not together. Keep that in mind and use that shit as fuel, okay? You don't need to waste your time. Most of the people that are lacking in those areas for you, it's going to be such a waste of time to try and rope them back into your life. So do not slide in with a happy Valentine's Day or how's your week going or how's your semester going text. Don't do any of that shit, okay? focus on putting that energy into you and making your day phenomenal and fun and beautiful, because it literally can be. So to wrap this up though, I want to kind of give a few reminders as well. Again, you are very, very worthy with or without an individual on this holiday or any other holiday or day for that matter. You don't need a person to enjoy these moments. You actually don't need a partner to enjoy a lot of things in life. And I feel like once you, again, learn how to enjoy moments and create those things on your own, you're going to experience an entirely different level of feeling incredible and like an absolute, like you have a superpower. It's just a different feeling of fun. Also, hang out with your friends. Check on your friends. Make it a fun night for them. Make it a fun night for you. That's also something that I highly recommend, because those friendships are just as important as the other relationships that you will or are working on building right now too. And then one last thing I want to say is you are beautiful. You are wonderful just the way you are. Everything will fall into place. I have to remind myself that too, okay? But everything will fall into place. Your person will come along and you will someday be giggling at the fact that you were sitting there like, damn it, when is my person coming around? Don't just sit and wait around for them though. Enjoy the life and the process until you get to that individual. So that was it for today's little Valentine's Day themed talk. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are actually listening, don't forget to hit that star button for 5 stars, because I would love to have your guys' rating on this podcast. And if you're watching, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And also comment down below if you guys have a fun Valentine's Day experience, or you have ideas for Valentine's Day, or whatever you want to comment, actually. Whatever you want, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. And yeah, that was it. And I will see my angels in the next episode. Bye.